Greetings and salutations. Welcome back. I am salutations. I can hear myself. Why can I hear myself? There we go. That's why I could hear myself. I had my Twitch channel open. I hope nobody saw that. I am Karen Russmore, and welcome to my stream where I'm currently playing through Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is session 15, I think. Yeah, I think it's session 15. So let's click the low button to get that going. If you were here for the last time, what had happened is trolls were attacking the mage's tower, and pretty much just I went there. I kind of triggered two combats at the same time, and it pretty much ended in a TPK. I don't think it was too difficult for the party as it stands. I just think that there was too many for the party as it stands. So this time I'm going to be going in, taking a little bit of a, let's say, cleaner route, hopefully, and seeing how this goes. If it doesn't go so well, then I'm probably just going to have to call it quits on this one for the time being and figure out something else that I can do to level up in the meantime. But I don't think that's the case. If there's anybody in chat, if you want to say hello and to let me know my mic is working, I can actually see that my subtitles are currently working. Let me know if they stop. And also, if anybody starts chatting, it should start triggering Nightbot.
I shall end this suffering.
So this is just the 3 trolls and a branded one. Shouldn't be too difficult, especially with Amory just being able to murder these people. I mean, it could be my dice rolls as usual. Let's see what happens with my dice. Hey, didn't start on a natural 1 this time. That is almost impressive. Every other session that I've pretty much started, it's been sort of like natural 1 to begin with.
Serves you right.
There's my natural 1. I'm actually going to keep track of these if I can. Natural 1s, natural 20s, and we've got 1 of those so far. That actually kind of looks like I wrote 2 down there, so let's just make sure I'm keeping track of that one. Because I am curious to see how well my luck goes on this. I should possibly keep track of natural 1s for and against, because that was a natural 1 against. Sorry, that was a natural 20 against me, which is bad. But let's see if I can just keep track of the natural 20s for me. Chiron, go over there, take out that guy, because he should just be about dead at some point soon. No, that's a mess. You can get in there and hit that guy. That's 2 natural 20s against me. Great stuff. Yeah, natural 20 confirmation roll. The confirmation roll didn't hit, but 2 natural 20s against me, 1 natural 20 for me. 1 natural 1, 2 natural 1s against me. So, first combat of the game, that's been 2 natural 1s, 2 natural 20s, everything not in my favour. Oh, that's a crit for me though. Very... what's the word? I want to think of the word that basically sums up that my luck is just sort of like definitive. It's either very good or very bad. Oh, that's another natural 20 for me. Okay, so that's even. 2 for 2. Is that guy? No, that guy's not dead. That's a teeny weeny little bit of a problem. But hopefully Octavia can take care of the acid damage on him before he gets back up again. Or else this is going to be a very awkward time of the trolls getting up and getting back down again. God dang it, another natural 20 against me. The only way you guys can hit Valerie.
This is for you.
There we go, that took care of that. Was that a natural 20? Ah, that is another natural 20 for me. Okay. So that's 3 against, 3 20s and 2 1s.
Any last wishes?
So my luck, based off just natural 20 and natural 1, actually isn't as bad as I might have thought.
They go down!
It's just you feel the natural ones I find a little bit more because it's like, no, I really need this to hit, and it's like, oh, no, you missed.
Forced my hand.
Whereas the natural 20s, it's all like, well, I'm going to hit the guy, and boom, yeah, I really did hit that guy. Okay, that's another one down, but he's going to get back up again thanks to regeneration, but he goes back down again because standing up. And that's the effort to get rid of him. Great stuff. Next troll. Oh, that's another critical hit for me. Jeez, Valerie is getting pounded. And she should just be able to take a beating. She's got 28 AC.
I'll try to make this swift.
It's not supposed to be
Onward.
reasonably possible to hit Valerie. Of course, they've all decided to start attacking me. That's always fun. Take out the troll. Nope, miss on the troll. There's another miss on the troll. Thank you for hitting Valerie and not the squishy guy in front of you.
Bring it.
Nope. Can you take him out? There we go. Now all we need is the acid from Octavia, and that'll clear that one up. Gonna give myself a little bit of a cure light wounds. Again, I don't think that was great. Cure serious wounds, sorry. 24 plus caster level 5. Okay, 21's not too bad, I suppose. Valerie, get in there and miss. Why not? That guy gets his regeneration, but acid. Oh my god, another natural one against me. See, it's like that. It's the moments where it really does matter that, it's like that troll could get up the next round if regeneration does enough to get him back up. Now, as we saw with this guy getting up, wasn't really a big issue.
Calculated risk.
But at the same token, because we're gonna burn a what's this? Searing light. Oh, it's divine damage. I mean, I could pray. No, I don't want to. What have I got? Lesser restoration. Nobody's. Yeah, we'll take the lesser restoration and put that on Valerie. That's a 30 points of healing. That's what we like to see, and that was a lesser spell.
Stay behind me.
That's a bit that doesn't make sense. It's like, kill me, no. Okay, can we get some acid on this guy? Whee! There we go. He's out of it.
You deserved it.
Right, and it's just a case of taking care of this one. Luckily, to a certain degree, these branded trolls have a lot of resistance to fire, but my party isn't particularly fire-based. And we do a reasonable amount of damage. Ooh, Tristan stepped back a little.
Let us strike as one.
Oh, that's another critical hit for me. So we're not doing too bad. That's 5 crits, 20s, and 3 crit 1s. I think I want all of that. Alright, Tristan, you've got the Wand of Cure Moderate. Let's patch everybody up a little bit. And get moving down this way. I think if I remember correctly, I want to come all the way across this way. Oh.
I need inspiration.
Bandits versus trolls. This game makes me... hi, Murder Sauce. This game makes me want to play a Dragon Blood Magus in my first character in TTRPG, Pathfinder. The Magus, or Magi, I think Magus is plural, Magi is singular? Or is it the other way around? One of the two. Have you got Hrothgar in your party a lot of the time? Because I'm keeping him out of my party because I'm playing the lawful good. But yeah, the Magi are a really powerful class. Just crazy so sometimes with how much damage that they can put out. But unfortunately, like most spellcasters, tend to be a little bit squishy. How's Amory looking? Okay, she's looking okay on health. Bandits, if you could actually do something useful, that would be great. I don't want to have to take care of all of these guys on my own. So anyway, how are you doing, Murder Sauce?
You can't stop me.
I just hate the way that she misses on such a low roll. Can't charge, but get up there because you're the tank. You will have to take the beating for everybody else. The thing is, I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with the actual tabletop Pathfinder. I like the idea of Pathfinder First Edition because there's just so much variability, but at the same token, it is such a late point in the game to get involved that it's like, can't really see myself being able to get involved because there's just so much about the system that I don't know. And, you know, while that might not be a problem in closed groups, the main exposure that I've got to Pathfinder is through my local society. And they're not always the most welcoming, I feel. I do have to clarify that I feel this way because the last time I said this out in public, well, things happened and it's all like, can't be asked dealing with that again. So, you know, just know that this is my opinion. And if you want to get your opinions on the matter, I highly recommend you go. You check it out. The guy who runs it is really nice. And I feel bad for him in a way with regards to my opinion. Because if it was taken on my opinion solely of the guy who runs the Society Lodge, my opinion will be great of the place. The thing is, it's not just about him, it's about all of the players there. And
onwards.
I just don't feel that it's very welcoming. Since Pathfinder 2nd Edition has come out, I've actually got a private game going on that. As some of you might be aware, occasionally my GM pops into say hello. Move. Why can I not move? There we go. I want you to move up there. And I'm finding that it's slightly easier to get back to get into Pathfinder 2nd Edition because there's not as many books out there. I mean, that number is rising rapidly, and I've not really had a chance to keep up. But that's more just, you know, I've not I kind of started reading some stuff with a different system entirely, and then it was like, okay, now let me put this down, and it's like, okay, now to get back into my Paizo content, and it was like, I really could do with catching up with Pathfinder Second Edition, but then I also kind of looked at my pile of books to do with Starfinder. Which is anybody who's been around me knows is that's my preferred system. No, that's another crit for me. I was keeping a tally of these. Not as many natural ones as I actually would expect for my rolling. There is no lead in that pencil. Excuse me. So yeah, after I did some reading on other systems, I started coming back towards the Paizo stuff, and I had character operations manual, inner space, near space, and what's the other one? The starship operations manual to catch up on. So I've been reading those. And there's like 5 or 6 books that I'm behind when it comes to Pathfinder Second Edition, but it's one of them. It's not as big of an issue because I'm not the GM. Why can't I? I just want to equip a bunch of these because somebody's gonna neck a bunch of Cure Light Wounds potions. There we go. But I do want to try and get around to it, but hopefully I'll get to the end of the pile of books for Starfinder. And then Will be able to get back onto Pathfinder Second Edition. The thing is, one of the things I like about Pathfinder is that it's got a very developed world. You know, there's some systems, the Numenera system I'm a fan of, but the thing is, it's not an excessively developed world, and a lot of the time I feel that the publisher is he's got a great idea, he's just not strung enough of those great ideas together, in my humble opinion, to get a really immersive setting going.
So it's come to this.
And you can kind of see how they struggle with it because the Numenera isn't actually a system. The system is a cipher system. And as part of the cipher system, this one company, which is Monty Cook Publishing, or Monty Cook something or other, and they have got Strange Worlds, Strange something, Numenera.
That is not far.
And I'm pretty sure they've got another one. They've also got Invisible Sun, which I'm not sure if it's a cipher system based game or not. But to a certain degree, that would actually just further prove.
I said that the blessing of Sarenrae will light up her soul. She seemed disappointed.
Let's try and get Amory a little bit more health before we go charging up this hill. This is now getting silly. I should have cut across country a little bit, because the first time I did this, I came in here and then went straight up across the map to over here. Found a bunch of summoned spiders and trolls. Then coming through this area here, there was a bunch of trolls, but rather than going back round this way, my party decided to go up around this way and triggered another bunch of trolls up here. So I had trolls here and here, and everybody died. This time I figured, okay, stick to the road, and it's like, oops, I've just pressed space and skipped somebody's turn. Oh, that's not fun. Kill the troll.
Last wishes.
Now that I'm trying to stick to this road, it's like, yeah, this isn't actually doing me much in the way of favors. Radio. I
Bring it.
don't really want to have to bench Amri or Chiron because we're two fairly powerful hitters. But we're just so squishy.
Consider me provoked.
There we go. Okay, that guy should probably die before the next round.
I'll
God
survive.
dang it.
I always survive.
You forced my hand.
How badly is she down? She's down 7. Okay, I want you to hot step it around this guy.
This should do it.
Let's have a look at the inventory. Oh, that's actually something you could do. You've got bark skin as per the helmet. Let's see if that does me any favors. +2 to armor bonus. Yeah. That just messed up Valerie.
Let us strike as one.
Oh, good God. Come on.
This is for you.
Okay, that's another natural one against me. We're currently at 4 and 6. 4 natural ones and 6 natural 20s. I'm slightly more tempted to count it by, okay, Tristan, we need you to go up and stick Valerie a couple of times with the Cure Light Wounds. Because otherwise this is going to be curtains. Can you get around? I want you to go around this way to stab this guy. See, I need 17, 18s and 20s. Probably 19s will work. It should not be common for Valerie to get smushed up.
This is where I step in.
I can't keep
But it's
this up
that guy.
much longer.
It's straight up just tearing through me. What is it? Target's armor class is a 32. It's got a +15 modifier. So that's a 16, 17 plus to hit. 17 to hit. And just every single round, it just tears into Valerie. Come on. Stay on your feet. That's another one down. Stay back until the next round. Yeah, 15 is required on some of the attacks.
Onwards.
And it wouldn't be too bad if, you know, we would hit consistently.
Serves you right.
Oh, that's another critical for me. 4 and 7. Right, I'm gonna have to bust out one of these. Nope, do that. Do that. Don't make Valerie blind, that would not do us any favors. Oh, 23, come on. Alright. So, now move in, stab that guy with sneak attack. Requires a 17, gets an 18. On the plus that was the only one of his attacks to hit.
Consider me provoked.
But yeah, one of the things about second edition Pathfinder is because they declared, you know, straight up they weren't going to be doing all of the classes in the core rulebook.
A calculated risk.
So there's a lot of potential fan favorites that haven't yet been migrated over to second edition Pathfinder. I mean, they've still got a little more choice than D&D, I believe. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head how many came in the core rulebook, and they've already released one book, the Player's Ham. I can't remember what their naming system is. Is he actually dead? He's actually dead. Okay, great stuff. Come on, all you need to do is miss a few more times.
I require healing.
See, even that, it's like, oh, it requires a 20 to hit.
Let us strike
And
as
it's
one.
still bleeding hits.
You deserved it.
One of those was a 20 and one of those was a natural one. I think. Critical miss, and that was a natural 20 but no confirmation. Come on, do the damage. My only saving grace here is actually the fact that it, you know, only requires me to roll a 2 to hit them with some of the bigger damage dealers.
So it's come to this.
But at the same token, it's like, how much damage is this thing going to do to Valerie before I manage to take it out? 19, 19, and 20, and yep, it didn't do any damage that round. That's a relief.
I'll fight if I have to. Any last wishes?
Repent!
This would be a nightmare of a session to run
This
as a player at a table.
I can't keep this up much longer.
You know, you don't really want to have to be just doing combat for an entire session. Valerie, why are you still on your feet? What did I give you that means that you can keep standing?
You can't
That
stop
seems like a
me.
terrible thing. Lindsay, finish that thing. Nope, okay. Let's give a channel out. Technically, that should get you back up, but I'm just going to skip your turn because you standing up is going to provoke.
How may I help?
Nobody else needs it apart from Valerie and Amory, but I really need to get them back healed up a bit. And these are really powerful, all of a sudden. Nice. Okay, loot the bodies. Yep, everything's good. Well, I think I'm starting to accumulate. 5.
Interesting.
Oh.
As it should be.
Everybody stop and somebody go take care of that. See, what's curious? Oh, I'm slightly curious because Twitch says that I got 5 people in the chat, or 5 people watching. Nobody's saying anything in the chat. Not that I'm excessively fussed. I'm not exactly expecting everybody to be chatting all of the time, but yep, Murdersash, you're still here. Hey. I'm just more paranoid that, you know, there's something balked. Like it's not updating the screen for some reason. I think one of the main things is I've got a friend, British Bumbershoot, who is usually around. Don't know where he is this evening. Shazam. At least the spiders and trolls. Yeah, the spiders are summoned ones from, I believe, the wizard who supposedly lives here. So yeah, this hopefully will, mean that this is at least survivable. But of course, the last time I tried this, it did end up being a bit of a massacre on my side. So I've had to start this session basically going back over what I did last time. But yeah, no, if everything's working, I'll just have to trust it if it goes quiet in chat again. It's just, it's one of them, I spend so much time talking to myself, and it's like, is anybody actually listening? Nightbot's telling me that I set up something wrong. Okay, great stuff. Nightbot is supposed to be telling you about the little piece of art that you can see just by over here, by the character portraits. That is done by a friend of mine who goes by the name Critic Commissions here on Twitch. And also they are available for commissions, and you can go to their Facebook page if you want to contact them. And the Facebook page is www.facebook.com/criticalcommissions off the top of my head. If you search Facebook for them, you should be able to find them reasonably easily. Oh, that's another natural one for me. I'm catching up on those.
You deserved it.
And yeah, so if you ever need some character art doing, oh, that's another natural one. Then I highly recommend them. They do have a particular style about them, so they're probably going to be one of the first people who wouldn't blame you if you went somewhere else if you were after a particular style that they don't do. But at the same token, it's all like, if you don't mind the style and you're interested, then by all means hit them up on Facebook, and you too can have glorious artwork. Well, there goes the rest of the spiders.
This should do it.
Okay.
Any last
That
wishes?
thing should be dead. I just need to make sure it's dead with acid splash. Come on, hit! Hey! Don't have them on flanking anymore. Okay, let's. Actually, I want you to delay until after them. You move forward and miss, and then you kind of go around there, and then stab that guy. There we go. Because I kind of want to put best foot forward and have Valerie taking the hits, because she is a tank. That's what she's there to do.
A calculated risk.
It's just sometimes a little bit tricky to make sure that it actually is Valerie they're targeting. If I forget, somebody remind me to fix the Nightbot during the break. I think I know what the problem is.
Do not fall back.
By the way, I am keeping track of the natural ones, natural 20s, but only for my characters. I appreciate there's a lot of natural ones, natural 20s going off for the trolls. But if I need multiple tallies, because the natural ones for the trolls don't really count as bad, in my humble opinion. So, and the natural 20s are bad, which means that I'd need to keep track of 4 tallies, and I can barely be bothered to keeping track of 2 tallies for what my characters are doing. Jeez.
This will hurt.
Pretty sure it just hit 17, 18, 19. And there we go. Okay, let's Use that. Use. Oh, it is actually jumping up, is it? Yeah, it is. So use a couple more. Some of these people are just going to be swimming around in the light healing potions. Let's have a save while everybody's looking dandy.
All according to
Continue up
plan.
the path. More summon spiders.
Enemy approaching.
You
Ridiculous as to how many summon spiders this guy actually managed to summon. Because that was 4 in the last fight, 6 here. See, I kind of don't want you running up just ahead, but Valerie isn't going to, so delay until after it goes. And that way, hopefully, it should hit one of the spiders and not one of my people.
consider me provoked.
I mean, it might just decide that it really doesn't like the guy throwing acid around, but, you know. Octavia will take a little bit of a beating, I think. 25 hit points. Oh no, she cannot. Jesus. You're even squishier than the cleric who can't wear armor. I mean, that's wizards for you, but Jesus.
Let's
Two
try
people
this
can't
way.
charge at the same enemy. Not without
This
a lot of
should
luck.
do it.
I'm positioning.
Stay behind me.
It's this one
Let
we've been
us strike
targeting
as
you.
one.
Oh, there goes another spider.
Any last
One thing about the wizard here that I don't trust is he's been doing
I'll try to
experimentations
resist
on trolls, trying to infuse them with human so that you can have, you know, regenerating. Oh, that was a natural one for me. Humans with troll-like regeneration abilities, which sounds like a terrible idea if you ask me, but I think so, like, straight away he seemed to recognize the
Do not fall down.
branding. And it's like, does that mean you made the brandings? I mean, it's a little bit sus if you did actually make the brandings. Especially seeing as though you need trolls for your experimentations. Could just be a little bit of a coincidence. He just so happens to recognize the brandings because they are arcane brandings.
Go down!
But I just don't trust the guy.
This will hurt.
Onward.
Alright, we should finish this off. It's not quite dead. It went down and the spider runs off and summons more trolls. But anybody with half a brain cell can notice that that's not the end of the trolls. Of a troll. Whose turn is it now? Oh, it's his turn. Oh good, going after the spider. Right, Tristan, shoot that guy. Octavia, take care of the downed one. Haba! And you missed. There's another natural one for me. So they're now even. 10 natural 20s, 10 natural 1s. And what do, well, hopefully that thing's going to stay down for a while. What's that? Alright, the fence is lower than our gates. Right, Valerie, start getting in the way so that people hit you rather than everybody else. In comes another troll. Great stuff. My mustache is itching. Oh, that's bad. That is bad. Yeah, crease. You do me a favor and stay right there. Run away, Lindsay. Spranded troll. It's Tristan's turn.
Repent.
Get rid of that guy and move away. Octavia, I really need you to kill that guy. I really do need you to do that for me. Thank you so much. Right, move over here. Away from
I see something.
I don't care that you see anything. Just don't go towards it.
Oh. Bring it.
Right, that one's down for now.
Tear them apart. Let's try this way.
That's another natural one for me. And Valerie. Ooh. Let's charge at this guy. Oh, shoot. Totally forgot about two things. One, the attack of opportunity was expecting... Oh. How does a troll manage to stay up? What's its dex save? Reflex save. Sorry, D&D term. It's a 5. Do not like this. Do not like this. Do not like this. Do not like this. Do not like this.
Oh.
Alright, let's... You're down, but you're not out.
My hand.
You missed. Take care of the troll that's down, but not out. Now he's out. Gonna rage. Might be a bad idea. 5 foot step away. Switch to the crossbow and shoot that guy. Of course it gets an attack of opportunity. Why wouldn't it?
Stay behind me.
Go after that troll. You're just gonna have to hope that Lindsay can take care of herself. 3 times. 3 times it needed to make a reflex saving throw, and it passed every single bleeding one.
You deserved it.
And that's another natural one for me. Great stuff. Can't think how to rescue Lindsay, not without sacrificing everybody else.
Try to make this swift.
I'll fight
Tavia.
if I have to.
They go down.
Right, you are in desperate need of medical attention. Let's try one of these. Equip that and drink it. Hey, what do you know? It didn't do enough. What was that supposed to be? 2d8, caster level is 3, so 2d8 plus 3. It could have done 19. I needed it to do 11. It did 10.
Do not falter.
And then this one chases after Lindsay a little. Pummels her into the ground. And she's dead.
Last chapter.
Oh, and then I fell over. Because lousy healing potion. Right, Tristan, I need you to move in there. Pick me up. Heal everybody else up. And hopefully we can recover this. Of course, it would help if you hadn't have missed. Why are you attacking the one who stood behind you with no... Well, finally it falls over in the grease.
This won't kill me.
Oh, Jesus. Wept it just... I hate dice rolls sometimes. Like, hey, look. My barbarian with 80 odd hit points gets nuked down to 1 hit point in a round. Alright, hopefully we can still recover this. Nope. This one really needs to die. So that we can
behind me.
stop that Amory from getting murdered. And of course the branded troll makes its reflex save. Ah, Jesus. Is that gonna provoke? It doesn't provoke. Great stuff. Yeah, I might want to consider moving away. Tavia, take out that guy. Amory, skip this turn.
This should do it.
Yeah, that was a terrible idea, I appreciate that. Should have moved first.
Let us strike as one. Do not falter.
Hey, you can't hit Valerie, can you? Of course, no other bugger is hitting Melina. Well, she's dead again. That's not quite as much damage as I would have hoped. Have I been wandering under bridges again? No, I'm trying to do this bleed. This isn't even the worst part of it. There's still more of them up the hill. Of course, Octavia can't hit for squid right now. Right, you charge at that one. Get his attention. Or just flail at him.
So it's come to this.
Nope. Octavia. Nope. Oh no, you did actually manage to hit. Congratulations. A 5-foot step away. And shoot that guy in the back.
Onwards.
And can you move around him? Thank you very much. Attract the attention of the other troll. Hey! She has both her attention. Okay, so now she'll be able to mop this up. With a bit of luck. I mean... It all kind of depends on them not hitting Valerie and just pummeling her into the ground. Oops.
Repent!
Press space and it sped them up. That's why it's an intentional sort of part of the graphic is where you, if it's somebody else's turn, you can press space and it speeds it up, so that you don't have to sit around and watch it all of the time. I generally don't speed it up because it looks a little bit comical. But yeah, that's not the game suddenly having a hissy fit, by the way. And I did it again. I don't know why, I just think that it's all after the troll turn I need to press space for it to register that it is now the next person's turn. Whoop, don't move. If they actually have her flanking, it's slightly easier for them just to murder her into the ground. Speed up and play yakety yak, yakety sack.
I'll fight if I have to.
A calculated risk.
I'd be tempted to sneak Chiron in so I can get sneak attack damage on these, but he is messed up. Shoot.
This will hurt.
Well, do it next time. I need to get this moving slightly quicker. Valerie's luck is gonna run out at some point. Man, did that say you're on round 12? No, I'm on round 19. If you look up over here, it tells you what round number you're on. Round 19 of this fight. Because there was a bunch of trolls here, and before they were all dead, the spiders went over around here and summoned in this bunch of trolls here. And yeah.
You can't stop me.
I was saying earlier, that's another natural 1 for me, so that's 13 natural 1s and 10 natural 20s.
Let's try this way.
That's still too many rounds to still have 2 trolls left. Yeah, tell me that. That's why I'm trying to speed this up by getting the critical hits and not the critical sneak attacks. And
You forced my hand.
because while I'm there, I figured out how the sneak attacks on Octavia work.
This should do it.
As long as that's a critical hit for me, so that's 11. As long as there's 2 people in melee essentially flanking them, then
I'll try to make this.
I will get the sneak attack as well as Octavia. But if somebody is in melee,
A calculated risk.
it doesn't matter. It's another natural 1 for me. How much Octavia is flanking of a like, it won't trigger her sneak attacks. As we can see,
So it's come to
sneak
this.
attacking in this is
This is for you.
changing up the damage a lot, especially when it goes off on a crit.
This will hurt.
And that is where the damage dealers really come in. Round 22. I just realised that is indicating when round 23 will begin. So we're on round 22 until we hit 23. There we go. Finally. Right. Everybody gather around Tristan and hug him for dear life and squeeze out all of that positive energy. Because I am run out of these things. Alright, terrible idea, but I don't want to turn back just yet. Let's grab all the goodies.
Follow my.
There's more up ahead, I know. So
Confide in me.
Tristan That's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing. Bull strength on what's she called?
What's the holdup? I wrote it like I saw it.
Do I have any
I
other?
am your shield.
And
I
Lindsay was
thought
called
oh no,
for.
there we go. Cat's Grace on camera. Let's just check a quick max dex bonus on this breastplate is a +3, and Amory already has. So right, we've buffed up a little bit. Tristan is going to use his prayer. Bring a special on your allies while bringing disfavor each. See, I don't know if that only works based on location when cast.
Any last wishes?
To victory!
Or whether it's based on moving around Tristan. It's a natural 20. That is 14 natural ones and 13 natural 20s. So I kind of want you to move up a little bit. And can we do the prayer and catch all of those guys? You can catch most of them, and all of them. And you're also by the fence, so hopefully they won't be able to get you. These are ferocious trollhounds. Of course, he's by the fence, but the trollhound can bite through the fence and knock him over. That's not good, they're going around, but hopefully that'll buy us a little bit of time before they get back round here. Valerie, no, Jesus, wept game.
Let's
Stab
try
that
this
thing.
way.
Get rid of that thing. Of course it's a troll-like thing, so apparently it needs acid to finish it off. So acid that. Hogcardier. There we go. Great stuff. Tristan, stay down. That's just going to murder you, isn't it? Slowly it's going to murder you. Tristan using his defenses. Oh, there goes Valerie. Not Valerie, Amory.
Onwards!
Because apparently I'm not allowed to have people with
This should
AC.
do it.
Oh, jeez. This has gone all a bit
This
Pete
is where
Tongue
I
again.
step in. You can't stop me.
I'm gonna load it because I don't like the way that Valerie is out of position and Tristan got knocked over by a pig through a fence. So grab the stuff, move up a little.
All according to plan.
Right. Valerie, use that. Amory, use a couple of those. I will take a light healing potion. And then we'll have Bull Strength cast on Amory. We'll have Cat's Grace cast on me. Then we're going to move very carefully up. We'll make sure
I'm listening.
that Valerie is up front.
I'm listening.
And how are we doing on
Head
this
on.
prayer?
Done with
Amory
waiting.
there.
What troubles you?
Lindsay there.
Focus on the goal.
Chiron, a little bit over that
I
way.
won't let you
Octavia
down.
can move up.
How may I help?
Tristan casts that. And hopefully isn't close enough to the fence. Right, you will delay until... I think we've got a surprise round. So take that off and shoot it with the crossbow.
Provoked.
And miss. That was well worth it. Chiron, just stand there. Amory rage. Valerie, just stand there. Octavia, let's have another bow shot. Nice sneak attack. Oh, because it's flat-footed. And then turn back on the acid spray. Show me, or tell me the difficulty settings. The difficulty settings is normal, or whatever is close enough to constitute as normal. I was tempted to tweak it up to the essentially what is Pathfinder rules. But I'm finding it difficult enough as it is without really going to town on them. So I've just left it at the normal rules. I don't think I tweaked anything.
Serves you right.
This is one of them kind of... Ooh, jeez. Why'd you do that?
This is for you.
Right, okay. And then... move a little bit over that way. Right. Kara.
Risk.
Murder that guy. 5-foot step. That's not going to provoke. See, I'm hoping... I know what I should have done before then. I found the redacted at this point, and I think it made it a lot easier.
They go down.
I'm not sure what I'm missing. I mean, I appreciate you not telling me. Trying to think what you this is the thing. It's I'm not sure if it's something that I know about. Right. So.
I'll fight if I have to.
Let's see if we can't very quickly get rid of this troll. Oh, do these things count as evil? No, they count as neutral. They count as evil. That doesn't help. What do I have? Searing Light. Second level spells. And Shield of Faith. I actually kind of want you, Tristan, to go crawl back into that corner. Let's shoot that guy. Good, it didn't provoke. No, Tristan fell down again. Amory, strike at that thing. Let's get some attention for you. Valerie, keep up the good work. Hopefully now. Shoot. You have a sword. You do have a sword.
Last wishes.
Yeah, for you to stab that guy. Octavia, you really, really do need to stay safe. So I want you to go around over there. And acid splash these guys.
Me.
Or don't. It's up to you, either way. Okay.
I'll
You
try
can
to
stand
make
up
this
now.
swift.
No, I want you to continue moving that way a little bit.
So it's come to this.
Redacted eat a petrol eating dragon. I can. Yeah, no idea what you're on about. But no, don't bother telling me further. I could be missing something. I'll probably discover it all like shortly after this fight. Where it's like, aha, yes. This would have been much useful. You know, like a flamethrower or an acid spray or something like that. And it's like, yeah, that would have been useful in this fight.
Consider me provoked.
Oh, that's no, that was sneaker damage was 20.
This will hurt.
It's a ranger, pretty much trollbane. Okay, now you've gone and spoiled it for me. Much disappointed. I love the little duck waddling around to the right of this fight. Oh, you mean that guy? Yeah,
Repent.
it's one of them things where it's like they could have done a little bit more with the ambient creatures. There we go.
Do not falter.
No, it was one of them where it's like kind of asking, but at the same token, because I'm curious as to what I'm missing, but at the same token, it's like I'll probably come across it. Don't worry about it too much. I knew that there was other NPCs,
Serves you right.
and it wouldn't surprise me if there's supposed to be one who would help in such things. The thing is, I'm also acutely aware of factors such as, you know, they might be great for this fight. It might make this fight a breeze, but at the same token,
Stay behind me.
yeah, it doesn't matter how far minus they go. They're still up until they take some acid or fire damage. And there we go. Trollhound hide. Nice. Okay, we are pretty much dead. Do I open the door or do I run away and rest up? Screw it, I'm lawful good. I'm saving and then opening the door and seeing what's inside. Hopefully it's nothing terrible. Watch it be the wizard gone rogue and just decides to try and murder me. If he does decide to murder me, then I'm taking his stuff.
To victory.
I know. He's in the middle there. Getting murdered. Dimwit and troll.
Let us strike as one.
Have you considered challenging yourself to save once per session? Maybe once per hour? I have considered that. I was actually considering doing this as a Iron Man mode. And then I decided against it because I will make mistakes. the thing is, it's not so much how frequently I save, it's the fact that I will allow myself a reload if things go wrong, as we saw earlier, because it's like, it doesn't, you know, for me, it's a little bit Iron Man mode or nothing, if you're going to play the game that way.
This should do it.
Challenging myself like that isn't too bad if it's a game that I know that I can reasonably do without basing it on dice so much. At the moment, because it's all based on dice, and my dice rolling sucks at times, it's like, I can't trust the game to treat me fairly, quote unquote, because I know that these are probably as fair dice as you're gonna get for video games without potentially side-loading the dice. But at the same token, it's like, you know, if I save once per hour, and then it all goes wrong, what are you all just going to sit here and wait for the extra hour to be up? And a lot of the time it is pretty much just me saving just in case there's a TPK. Because it's not so much the saving that's a problem. It's the loading that's a problem. You know, if everybody dies now, then I don't have to redo all of the fights that were just out the door. If I didn't save it, and I only saved it once per hour, then, you know, at what point? At the end of the hour? Which has already passed, but, you know, an hour's worth of content, and the last time I would have saved would have been right before the end of last session, so we'd still be fighting trolls down on the road.
This is where I step in.
And watching me do the same fight over and over again is just going to get messy. Jesus, come on.
So it's come to this.
I can just take out... I should probably try and take out one of these other two. Or both of those two first. So that you can stop hindering Valerie.
Stay behind me.
Octavia, acid flash. Nice, okay. Move forward a little. Do we have... Oh, shoot. You're still fatigued. Okay. Lindsay, how big of a circle does that cover? That covers a nice big circle. Alright, and move forward a little. Yeah, I don't mind games with Iron Man mode. If there's a way of like
Keep this up much longer.
recovering from a critical failure. For example, there's a game called Darkest Dungeon, and in that, if you have a bunch of heroes, 4 of them, you send them out on quests, and they could all very well die. If they all die, then, you know, you've lost all their experience, you've lost all their equipment, and you just have to dust yourself off, grab another 4 heroes, and throw them into the same mess. If I was playing this in Iron Man mode, Amory would be dead permanently. It would not surprise me if more of them were dead permanently. And I would have to be taking this so much more cautiously. So it then starts to remove the challenge by just slowing the pace down. Because it was like, before that last fight, it was like, should I run off? Get my healing back? at least just some of it, so that Tristan
Avenge me.
can actually do something. Valerie is now out for the count.
You forced my hand.
I might still have to reload. Because this may not go well if Amory can't deal some real damage. Come on.
Tear them apart.
There we go. No, I need people to stop
This
messing.
should do it.
Nice.
try
Tristan,
to
take
make
out that
this
guy. No, okay, don't. Oof. You know, or it's a game to a certain degree that, you know, the failures are part of it. One of the games that I play on Iron Man mode a lot is RimWorld, because
You deserved it.
you're stranded on this planet. You start off with barely any resources, and
In due time.
is he? Oh, he's not dead. Yeah, I'm not much for really challenging games. I started playing, so satisfied when you succeed, so harsh when you don't. Yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, there is this sort of like extra level of thought that I could be putting into this, and yes, it's like maybe having that, but at the same token, yeah, like I say, with RimWorld, it's all like you're stranded on a planet. You've got very few colonists and very few resources, and you have to succeed. And that is the objective of the game. And the number of times that something just bad will happen, like there's a dry thunderstorm and the place starts setting on fire and it burns through your crops and everybody starves to death next winter. But that's a narrative. So you can't really do too much to avoid that. And in this, yes, I could possibly play it more tactically, more thoughtfully. But at the same token, I don't want to, because there was another guy, he's popped into this channel a couple of times, Geeks for Good. And he tried streaming Pathfinder Kingmaker, and he did stream Pathfinder Kingmaker for a while, but one of the things that somebody once said in this channel is like just watching him play it, because it was before turn-based, so it'd be so like, okay, you move over there, right, put it on pause, let's just double check, are you doing everything that you can, 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 are you doing everything you can? Okay, unpause it. Next 6 seconds. Great stuff. Pause it again. Are you doing everything you can? Are you doing everything you can? Are you doing everything? Hey, it's just sometimes difficult to watch if somebody is playing it more like chess. I cannot stand watching people play chess. I cannot stand watching people play chess. I don't care about people who. I don't care to watch people who watch chess. If you want to watch chess, by all means. But yeah, RimWorld. I actually found that multiplayer mod that you mentioned. Was playing it with a friend over the weekend. We had it that. Oh, that was it. It was a sweltering summer. We just got this person arrived and they were being chased by two man-hunting chinchillas. And they were absolutely useless as a person. And it was like, oh, we may have made a mistake here accepting this person. The chinchillas arrived. We managed to injure one of them. And then everybody passed out from the heat. And the only saving grace was the AI in Rimworld decided to deliver us a man in black who arrived, took care of the chinchillas. He had basic medical skill, was able to patch everybody up to the point they weren't bleeding, and eventually the heat wave ended. And we're on the way to recovering this colony, but I always play Rimworld in Iron Man mode because it's like, no, because even if I've got a favourite colonist, if they die, then that's Rimworld. But no, I appreciate what you're saying, British Bumbershoot, to make it more interesting for the thoughts and the tactics. But at the same token, I don't feel that this is the ideal situation to be putting tactics to work a lot of the times, because I find the AI to be a bit annoying when Valerie is up front. Valerie is the person who they are swinging at. And then I move Chiron or Amory just to flank a little bit so that I can actually start doing damage. And then the AI goes, you know what? Whoomp. There goes the rogue. And my damage output is reduced again to nothing. I just... It'd be easier if there was a GM at the other side of this, where it's like, you could have a word with them and go, why are you not focusing on... yeah, I've been relying a lot on range damage for the playthrough. Yeah, it is all like, you know, if it wasn't for the fact that I chose a Blade Master Rogue.
Ready for anything.
If it wasn't for the fact that they were the Blade Master, if they could get the sneak attack and do proper sneak attack damage with the ranged weapons, then I would probably switch to a crossbow. And yeah, the Tower Shield Specialist, that is what Valerie is, the Tower Shield Specialist with her AC of 29. You know, she is supposed to be trying to take the beating. And yeah, just having her in up front and everybody else being ranged attackers might fool the AI into just attacking Valerie with everybody else just doing ranged attacks. But, you know, I made a Knife Master. I get better sneak attack damage on the stabbing, but only with certain weapons, and ranged weapons aren't there. Amory is great, but she is squishy. I do not know how to get her AC up to the point where... I mean, I could try and get her into heavy armor, but even then, it's still not going to have this +4, +5 of a tower shield. Yeah, I might be... If I stuck her in heavy armor, I could maybe get her up to a 24. Murder Source, are you aware of the guy that you find in the tavern? Because that might be something you'll maybe want to explore, rather than continually starting the game with different characters. There is a guy in the tavern who will allow you to recruit other heroes. Quote unquote recruit. He basically, for a small fee, will allow you to customize your party into whoever the hell you want. I'm only a little way farther than you. Yeah, he appears in Oleg's trading post. Anyway, is this guy still alive? That's the burning question on my mind. The wizard's clothing is soaked with blood. His face is disfigured, and one of his eyes is missing. He's beyond rescue. With tremendous effort, he moves his swollen and bloody lips to speak, his voice barely a whisper. You should have run, once it was clear. The local baron was a spineless moron. Should have, but I thought you'd protect. Octavia spits on the floor near the wizard's corpse. Don't count on it. They're thieves, like you. Stole a precious item, my whip. But now I know where their lair is. The map. Bartholomew points to a location on the map with his broken finger, leaving a bloody fingerprint behind. Kill them. All of them. Or better, die there yourself. Rip. I mean, he's dead. This is fair salvage. Alright. Headband of Vast Intellect +4. Cloak of Resistance 2. Yeah, he had a bad attitude, and I didn't like what he was doing with the trolls. Okay. Resistance +2, but gives a resistance bonus to poison. So I'll take that to get my average up. Who's not wearing a cloak? Everybody's wearing a cloak. That's a natural armor bonus. So you'll be keeping all of that. That's Cloak of Resistance +1. You can have the Cloak of Resistance +1 and bonuses to saving throws. Right, what else does he not have? Serrated knives stained with needles, manacle shelves with flasks, vials and chemicals. Okay. I mean, I'm not going to leave his stuff here for everybody else to find. Ooh, Bartholomew's diary. This is a title page of a diary covered in crudely scratched symbols. There are numerous spears, worn spots, cuts, and burns on it. Bartholomew obviously isn't the tidy type. The leather cover is spotted with acid burns. Page edges are tattered. There are 4 symbols carved on. The first is a B. The other 3 stand separately. I and I. If B stands for Bartholomew, what does this I and I mean? Interesting. The Great Experiment, day 104. I've burned all previous notes, too embarrassed to remember what a complete fool I was. But now I've got the creature. I call it Dimwit. Everything is going to be alright. Studying the troll's ability to regenerate will lead me to my ultimate goal. The Great Experiment, day 112. Got a reason to celebrate. While determining Dimwit's pain threshold, I found out it practically has no such thing. Wounds, broken bones, amputations, and the rest of the perils a warrior or mage's life. For a troll, these are no threat at all. The trick is to avoid getting carried away while working with fire or acid. So that impact spots will heal in several days. Amazing. Too bad I didn't dare to buy it at the very beginning of my way. Way is capitalized. Is Bart Rastafarian? I don't think he was a Rastafarian. The Great Experiment, day 125. Staying in bed for the second day after the incident. Serves me right. I got a trifle too excited and came a bit too close to Dimwit. The beast bit my arm, then started shouting something like Bora, Bora. I wonder what that means, if anything at all. The wound hand is still sore. It even hurts to write this. I hate pain so much. The Great Experiment, day 127. Here I am lying in bed and thinking about how different we are. My unique intellect against its unbearable animalistic stupidity. At the same time, its regeneration and some chthonic ability to endure tortures and heal wounds against my human frailty and intolerance to pain. It's okay, I'll find a way to get what I need. The Great Experiment, day 129. I'm overzealous. Regeneration of 3 simultaneously amputated limbs proved to be an extremely slow process. All of the resources of a troll's strength are barely enough for it to go on, and I probably shouldn't have used fire. In the wild environment, and without my elixirs, the creature will be long dead. I will continue my experiment in 3 days or so. I feel I'm close now. A few more efforts, I will really become invulnerable and invincible. So that's what the INI stands for. So much for a good mystery. We've got mushrooms. What kind of experiment does he conduct here? Template roses, not really interested. And a dryad token.
That is not far.
Cannot go this way, I don't think. No, but I think there's too much in there. And we have got...
What's that?
A trap. That's what we have got.
You can count on me.
Is this the button to deal with the trap?
I've broken a nail.
Oh god. Trickery. Rolled a natural 1 on difficulty 22. There we go. Got it the second time. And we have got a Cloak of Resistance +1, couple of Fireball Scrolls, Braces unidentified, Wyvern Meat, Hydra Eyeball, and a Silver Ring. Oh, the braces of archery. Whilst you're disarming the trap. I mean, it depends on what kind of trap it is. Braces of archery. Braces of archery. Is somebody good? Oh, you're good with traps. Lesser braces of archery, which we could increase to braces of archery. And everybody else has got armor +1. The thing is, the trolls outside were hitting with a +15 to hit. Tristan's AC is a 15, meaning even a natural 1 in theory should hit it. So I'm gonna give you those because the 1 difference isn't gonna make much of a difference. Vast intellect too. Yeah, have some more intellect. Does anybody else need... let's give the barbarian some intellect. Why not? That's always hilarious. And I don't think it really suits anybody else anyway. Arcane Protector. This Dagger +1 grants its wielder a +3 dodge bonus to AC and immunity against the nauseated condition. That's curious. I think I might have to start looking down the route of going two-hand weapon fighting. I think, where is it? Attack is +5 without it, but if I take that off, it's a +9. So I'm losing 9 on that side. And this is a +0 to hit. But if I was to get the two-handed weapon, I'd be able to do it, and it's also increased my AC to a 26. Oh, I didn't mean to level up just yet. What else do we get in the way of the goodies? I think that's just about it. Cloak of Protection +1. Yep. All right, it is a little past time that I take a break. It's a little bit of ambient noise. I really should get around to sorting out some musical track, but yeah. So we are going. No, wrong button. We're going to put this on Be Right Back, and I am going to take a 10-minute break. Feel free to go grab coffee, change the channel, whatever. Is there music on the world map? Maybe, I don't know. I'd expect music to be everywhere. Anyway, I'm going to go on break, and there's a little bit of ambience in the background. Be right back.